it's that card girl, and today we're stepping out of the office and checking out year 4 of the Brazoria County Comic Con. This convention just took place on February 28th and March 1st at the Lake Jackson Civic Center. Games at the Vault had a booth at the con, and they were awesome enough to let us get this cool time-lapse of them setting up. Now, this is the convention's 4th year. The first year it took place mid-September of 2023. Ever since, it's been in February. Hans and I went for the first time last year and have been looking forward to this year's ever since. And now that this year is in the books, we're looking forward to the next one. One of the great things about BCCC is that it gives people who aren't willing or able to drive the hour it takes to get to Houston, where the bigger conventions like Collecticon are, the chance to go to a convention. It might be a bit smaller of a scale, but that goes great with the area. And just because it is in a smaller town doesn't mean it's any less awesome. There are great vendors and experiences to be had. Just check out Games at the Vault's booth now that it's all set up. It's like a smaller version of their shop in Angleton. And there's more than just Games of the Vault. There is a ton of vendors where you can get all sorts of awesome stuff like geeky nerdy shirts, rings, watches, jewelry of all sorts. And of course, all sorts of Pokemon and other TCG products. And knickknacks. And there's stickers, magnets, there's even tons of guest celebrities, but we'll get back to them. You can get plushes, figures, Gunpla, and I mean, just interacting with these vendors is an awesome experience in and of itself. Some places had awesome custom mats that I kind of wish now that I'd picked one up. There's people with awesome 3D printed items. I mean, honestly, if it's geeky or nerdy and you want it, it's probably here. Some of the vendors that you see were at the show last year whenever Hans and I were there, and some of them are new this time as well. And like I had said, this took place at Lake Jackson Civic Center, and they filled the entire Civic Center with vendors and booths and guest stars. And this convention is more than just booths of things to buy though. There's a martial arts studio there, a few food vendors, including Texas Roadhouse just giving out warm rolls with cinnamon butter and bags of peanuts. And there was a room where you can play Dungeons and Dragons. And there's a room where you can learn to play all sorts of TCGs, including Magic, and Gundam, and Pokemon. And there's even a place to play video games. They had Smash and other tournaments and trivia as well. There was a cosplay parade of attendees on the second day, which went through the whole event space. A cool thing that they had going on this year was brought by Braz's Brick Club. During the 2-day convention, attendees could help build a huge 1x1 brick mosaic of the Brazoria County Comic Con logo. I had to do my part and make a tile with some help from Hans, of course. It's been a long time since I built anything with Lego, and it was way more fun than I expected to be a part of building this mosaic. And then we had the awesome luck to be able to get this shot of the final piece getting put into place. They were a few white pieces short of enough pieces to fully fill the last tile, but I kind of think it looks cooler this way myself. There were quite a few different panels throughout the weekend, including this one with Karen Ashley, Steve Cardenas, Steve Adrino, and Michael Sorich, who had to step out for a minute, but I think that's okay because he had just done a panel right before this one. But if you're a Power Rangers fan, you might have realized all 4 of them worked on the Power Rangers. This year was a little mini Power Ranger reunion at BCCC. Karen had a run as the Yellow Ranger, Steve Cardenas was the Red-Blue Zeo Ranger, Michael was in Rangers, Naruto, Bleach, and Jujutsu Kaisen, amongst others. And Steve Adrino was Babu in Rangers, but has played quite a few bad guys. Hans was really excited to get to see him because despite playing a lot of monsters, he's a very sweet guy. And like his shirt says, monsters need love too. I didn't point it out in the shot earlier, but when we walked by filming, he looked up and acknowledged the camera. He really is such a sweet, kind man. But besides the Power Rangers, who have done more than just Power Rangers, but when there's 4 people who have been in Power Rangers in the same place, that's what they get known as. There was also Alan Robinson, who'd done lots of stunts and played Ghostface in Scream 2. He actually had a Ghostface experience where you get to interact with him as Ghostface. And if Steve Cardenas and Steve Adrino wasn't enough Steves in one place for you, there was also Steve Staley, who has done a lot, but most notably he directed Demon Slayer. Last but not least, there was Vic Mignogna, who honestly has been in everything. With over 500 credits on IMDb, you've probably heard him somewhere. One of the great things about this being a smaller convention is that the guests could have longer, more personal interactions with fans. There were lines, sure, but they all took their time with every interaction and all seemed to genuinely enjoy getting to meet everyone. I mean, just watch Michael over on the left side whenever he notices that there's fans walking up to him. He seems so excited to get to talk to him. Now, if you thought we weren't going to be opening anything this video, I've got news for you. Hans and I brought one pack of Mega Evolutions and 2 Phantasmal Flames with us. We posted up on the side of Games at the Vault's booth and had our bit of fun. And for 2 people with bad hands who are used to having a table right underneath us to set the cards on, I don't think we did half bad opening these. A full art Mega Kangaskhan EX in the first pack. Definitely gonna call that convention luck. Now, here's your reminder that we put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with shorts on Sundays. We focus mainly on Pokemon, One Piece, Gundam, Lorcana, and Magic the Gathering. Make sure you're following us over on Instagram if you haven't already at thatcardgirl.tcg. There's a link for it down in the description. And speaking of links in the description, there's a link for our Discord channel down there as well. Wednesday marks 1 year since we posted our first video on the channel. And to celebrate our channel's 1 year anniversary, we have a giveaway going on right now. You can enter to win something from Magic, Pokemon, Lorcana, One Piece, or Gundam. Or, if you want, all 5 of them if you'd like. Entries are going to be closing on March 31st, and we're going to be announcing the winner on April 1st. This is a subscriber-only giveaway, so make sure that you're subscribed and click the link in the description to take you over to the giveaway form where all of the fine details are going to be as well. I hope you had half as much fun watching our video covering the 4th year of Brazoria County Comic Con as Hans and I had going to the convention. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell your convention buddy about us. That Card Girl out!